They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Third and long, here's Howell. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So here we go, 4th down, Howell. He is going to find Hill here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was Washington winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here at FedEx Field. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off play action. It's Howell. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there. And then they can do some work afterwards.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Hurts. Rolling to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Straight ahead, Gibson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Under 10, 10. Back. Check 24.
Gibson again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They'll go play action. Howell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they go play action with Howell.
He'll buy some time right.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
And he'll be out right at the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
And a nice call and really good execution there, because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They send him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
One last shot before the break. Howell. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Philly. 69 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Sanders is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now Howe.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he finds McLaurin, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll run with Gibson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. That little bounce.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Faking the handoff. Howell. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
First down, Howell to throw.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Tight dog. Tight dog.
Gibson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Gibson again.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Howell, 3rd and goal.
Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That'll be a big loss on the play there. An absolute disaster, really.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film.
And now here is another interception.
William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Darius Slay with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and then also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
And he's brought down. And they turn the pick-6 into a pick-8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the pick-6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Washington on 3rd down.
They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
They'll run with Gibson. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
This time they'll throw it with Howell.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, 57 yards.
And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Howell throwing for it.
It's caught at the 1, and he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
26 mark, 26 mark. Focus, defense, focus. 26 mark. 19.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on second and long. Hurts. And now here is another interception. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. Jahan Dotson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get